Hello everyone, my name is Atsuyoshi Saisho. I am the sixth grade of the Waseda University. Officially, I am the third year student. This is the first time that I speak in SFC. I have something that I would like to show you. For some reason, it's like this. Start it over again. Here. This is the score from my high school test. This is the Math 2 test. And do you know anybody who knows someone who got this score? How did you get this score? I didn't study and I wasn't good at studying at school. I wasn't on a good term with the teachers, and I can't go to the next grade if I score like this. And my parents were invited, and my teacher said, your child he might need about 2 years to get into college. That's what teachers told my parents. So my teacher said that you can't go to college, and this triggered me to do something, to go to a club school, because I couldn't follow the study at school. And at the cram school, I could study well, and they were more interesting than the teachers at my school. And I started over the high school study from the first grade. And as I studied in this school, and I could enter Waseda University after a year. So if I do it, I can do it. As I entered the university, I want to do something that is influential in the society. And my girlfriend broke up with me then. That was a good opportunity for me. And to change myself, I wanted to go to some other countries. And I picked Bangladesh. At Grammy Bank and Dr. Yunus, I respect him. And I wanted to visit him, and I wanted to revise as a man. And what I saw there is from this picture, and I did a field work here in a village of Bangladesh. Can you think of something? There were a lack of teachers. 40,000 teachers were lacking. What would you do if you faced this situation? I had so much time to think about it, and I came up with this idea. What I did, as a student, I learned from the DVD, and I did the same thing in Bangladesh. Then we don't need to train teachers from the beginning, and we just have to burn 40,000 DVDs and deliver them. And I presented my idea to Muhammad Yunus. He said, do it, go ahead. The Dr. Yunus that I respect told me to go. And I needed to take a break, another year of break from college. I had to do what I thought and I came up with. So I looked for famous teachers in Bangladesh. This is suburbs of Bangladesh. This UCC is Yozemi of the Bangladesh. It's a cram school, and I discovered this teacher, English teacher. He is Ali Hafamed. He's a Bengali teacher, and he's another teacher. And I met them, and I told them about the concept of what I wanted to do, and they said they didn't understand what I wanted to do. They thought, "What are you doing here? You're just a Japanese college student." And we recorded the class like this, and it's the simple thing is that we record the class and then take it to where it's needed. We go on a ship and went to Hamcha village and opened a small school. And we had only 5 computers, and this was one of the class scene. And this was the first class that used the digital screens. He's my partner, Mahin, and he's a student of Dhaka University. He is also from this village, and he was concerned about lack of teachers. And I told him about the DVD teaching style, and he agreed with it. And this started in this village, and we had about 30 students. And this was the class scene. And since there was all the video, learning from video, they were discouraged to study. They lost interest. And what I thought of was that to visit, I remember then that I visited Waseda University, and I took them to the Dhaka University, and they aimed to go to this Dhaka University, which is the finest university in Bangladesh. And this is very similar to the Japanese pictures, but it's the center city of Bangladesh. And some of the students who learned from my program was accepted to the finest school of Bangladesh. And we received a lot of nice comments, and it was even on a newspaper, and there were many Muslim women, so our program is providing the Muslim women with a very good educational project. And to those, there are many places that are lacking in teachers, and I thought to myself that I need to do the same thing in many places like that. And I'd like to introduce Gaza Strip in the Middle East. And I tried it in Gaza. I went to El Salem, and there is a person called Saya Osawa who's working in Israel. And this is a picture of Gaza. The Gaza Strip is surrounded by the fence and walls, and the picture on the left-hand side is me, so the wall is 5 times higher than my height. And the West Bank and the Palestine, and there is a wall, and the Gaza Strip is surrounded by this wall. And Gaza's area is 10 square kilometers times 40 square kilometers. And there are 1.6 million people in Gaza Strip. And there are 2.7 billion students in 270 students in Gaza Strip. And there are people who are suffering from not being able to study, what do you think would be the good idea to improve the situation? I think it's a difficult question, isn't it? And I decided to apply what I did in Bangladesh, the DVD teaching style. If there is a wall and lacking in people inside the wall, then we can send a video. So we use the same concept, and the right hand side you can see the Jordan part side, and the left hand side is Gaza Strip. And to teach students, we need to instruct the teachers there, and this is to teach the instructors, and she teaches Arabic. Her name's Miss Mayada from the Jordan University, and we connected and relayed her office in Gaza Strip, and there were 20 instructors hired by the United Nations in Gaza Strip, and we have developed the contents to teach instructors for the learning disabilities, and we did it with the United Nations. Then we received some nice words, and those teachers who received the instructions increased the teaching materials to their students, and also they held a workshop for other teachers. And I actually went to Gaza Strip 2 weeks ago. I went through 7 gates, and then I walked this corridor for 1 kilometer. Then we entered Gaza. Our movement is very limited, and we need to go with United Nations, people from the United Nations, and F6 was flying overhead. Then the teachers in Gaza Strip were trying very hard, regardless of the situation, because there were students that they needed to teach. I myself couldn't study well, but then it changes depending on the teacher. There's nothing impossible. And in Gaza, Jordan, Rwanda, Gaza Strip, I did many projects in these areas and wanted to prove that there is nothing impossible. And I'd like to work with many friends of mine, and I'm hoping that there will be someone I can work with in this hall. I call it a Dragon Zakura project, which is named based on a Japanese manga. I'd like to try very hard. Thank you very much.